Welcome to this session Techies. My name is Yogesh Kumar. In last couple of sessions we have discussed Ansible basics, how you can use Ansible ad hoc commands, how you can write a playbook, how you can use Ansible to do system administration tasks. So this session is going to be on tips and tricks for Ansible. The tips or tricks which I have covered in this session, basically they came from man page of Ansible playbook. So if you want more detail, you can refer man page. So first tip, if you want to list all the tasks in a particular playbook, you can run ansible-playbook, then the playbook name with --list-tasks. So it will list all the tasks which are part of playbook. If you want to start your playbook from a particular task, then you can use --start, --add, --task and your task name. That's a reason for every task we have to define a name. That's a recommendation and that's a best practice basically. Because with this particular thing, if you don't have a task name, then you are in trouble or you can't use this particular feature. If you want to run your play step by step, like after every step or before starting any step, Ansible will prompt the user whether you want to continue with this step, yes, no, or continue. Yes, no basically for that particular task, and continue mean it will continue for all the tasks. If you want to check syntax of your playbook, like everything is in order, then you can use feature --syntax -check. If you want to run the playbook in check mode or basically try run mode, in this mode Ansible will not make any change on your target machines. I'm repeating, in check mode, Ansible will not make any change on your target machines, but it will notify you whether there are changes which will be made or not. So color coding. If something yellow or it is saying it will be changed, then it is changed. If green, it means Ansible will not modify anything when this playbook is executed. If you want to know like on which hosts your playbook will be executed, then you can use option --list-host, and you can list subset also. Let's say you got multiple groups created in your playbook, then you can list subset. If you want to list all the tags in your playbook, simply use --list-tags. So it will list all the tags. Tags are useful. You can assign a tag to your task, and you can call the playbook on the basis of a tag. Next, if you want to run a play based on some specific tags, let's say you go to tag 1, tag 2, you want only run those tasks which got this particular tag. In that case, use --tag, the tags. They need to be comma separated. Let's say you want to execute a playbook, you want to run all the tasks, but you want to skip couple of tasks which got some particular tag. In that case, you can use --skip --tags and the tags which need to be comma separated. Next thing, --forks. It controls the parallelism for Ansible. By default, Ansible executes the playbook on 5 target machines at one time. If you want your playbook to be executed on, let's say, 100 machine at same time, you can use --forks is equal to number. Number is basically integer value. Why this feature is useful? Let's say in your infrastructure you got 1000 servers and you're going to deploy something. So you can use --fork is equal to whatever the value you want, 100, 200. In that way, the task will get finished quickly. Another tip, let's say you don't have inventory file, but you want to run your playbook on one particular server or multiple servers, you can say. Then how you can do that? So that's easy. -i, basically that is for inventory. After that, you can say your IP address or server name. If you got multiple, they need to be comma separated, and finish it with comma at the end, like here I did. So even your inventory file is missing or not valid, it will run that playbook on particular server or set of servers which you define here. So that was something which I thought may be useful, and all the information, as I mentioned, is available in man pages of Ansible and Ansible-playbook command. You can refer that for more detail, and let me quickly demonstrate these steps on a command line session so you will be comfortable what we have discussed. Let me open Putty session here. Okay, so I'm on my Ansible management server. It's got 4 target machines which I'm managing from this Ansible management server. Let me quickly ping those machines whether they are online or not. Okay, you can see on my screen my all 4 machines are up. So let's do first thing, which is to list all the tasks in particular playbook. So how we can do that? So this is the thing we are going to do, and for that simply run your playbook with -- list task command. Okay, it is giving error because I'm not in right path. Let me change my directory to my Ansible home. Let me repeat this command now. It should work this time. Okay, if you see, these are the tasks which are in this particular playbook with name playbook.yml. So these are the different tasks in playbook, and it also lists the tag which is associated with a particular task. This is a task name, this is a tag. So in that way you can list all the tasks in a playbook. Let me quickly show you this playbook. Okay, if you see, these are the tasks, and it is picking the name thing. So these are the tasks in my playbook. So that's my usual system administration playbook which I have written some time back. That's not very efficient, but that's good for demonstration. Okay, I'm quitting from here. So in that way you can list all the tasks in a playbook. Let's say you want to run this playbook from a particular task. So let's do Ansible playbook, playbook.yml, start at task is equal to quotes. Let's say I want to start from here, or let's say from delete several users. So I want to skip the first 3 tasks. Basically what happens whenever you run a playbook, it starts from the first task, but here I'm skipping the 3 tasks. I'm saying start from this particular task with name delete several users. Let me press enter. So let's see what happens. So first thing, it did set up on all 4 servers. All 4 servers are online, which are target machines. Now if you see, it started from delete several users, right? It skips the first 3 tasks. So that's the way, like if you want to skip or start from one particular task, in that way you start at task option. I'm pressing Ctrl+C because I don't want this play to be executed. That was only for demo. Okay, that's fine. Next thing, if you want to run your playbook in interactive way, means step by step, so you can use step, press enter. Before start of every task, it will prompt you whether you want to continue. If you see perform task, this is setup task, which is default, whether you want to continue no, yes, or C. If you press C, it will continue with all the tasks in playbook. If you want to interactive way, like for every task say yes or no. Let's say I want to go with this task, saying yes here. So it is doing first task, performing this particular task. Okay, now next task, whether you want to continue with this one or not, I'm saying no. So it skipped that particular task. Next task, yes. So in that way it will prompt you for every task whether you want to continue or not. Or here again I'm pressing Ctrl+C because that is something for demonstration only, and I don't want to spend a lot of time to record this video because same thing I will be discussing and I want to save your time. Okay, next thing, let's say we want to perform syntax checking of a playbook. So simply run Ansible playbook, playbook name, then -- syntax -check, press enter. Here it is giving error. It's a typo here. It need to be Ansible playbook. Okay. Okay, so it is doing syntax checking now. Okay, if you say it not reported any error, it means my playbook is okay. Let me make some mistake in my playbook. Okay, let's say I have added something wrong here. Okay, so let's see what happens now. Okay, if you see, it reported error on this particular line. There is error, so in that way you can perform syntax checking. So let me make my playbook correct. Okay, so now it's okay. Okay, next thing, let's say you want to run your playbook in dry run mode or check mode. So simply Ansible playbook name dash dash check. So it will not make any change, but it will check what are the changes which will be made if you run this playbook without dash dash check. So first task is setup task, that will be always green because that's only checking whether it can communicate with servers or not. One server is not reachable now. On other machines, like if you see add several users, this task will be performed basically. And generate SSH keys, that will be also performed. Delete several users, that's green. Why it is green? Because users are not existing. Other task is getting skipped because there may be some condition in my playbook. And if again this yellow one, that changes will be made. So in that way you can easily check what changes will be made on a machine when you run your playbook. I'm pressing Ctrl C, so that's something you can do. And next thing, let's say you want to list the servers on which your playbook will get executed. If I run dash dash list dash host without any subset or without any limit mean the subset where you want to limit that playbook to be executed. I'm running it without any further option. If you see, it is telling it will be executed on these 4 servers, but these 4 servers are part of 4 different groups. Now let me quickly show you my inventory file. If you see, there are basically 3 different groups. In this group it got 2 servers, this group got 2 servers, this is all, it got 3 servers basically. So let me quickly run same command with subset. Let's say I'm saying with this particular subset, tell me which servers. If you see, this time it reported only 2 servers. When I run this playbook with this particular subset, it will be executed on these 2 servers. So that's a way you can quickly list subset if you want to know on which servers my playbook is going to be executed. Next thing, if you want to list what are the tags available in your playbook. So these are the task tags. These are the tags. If you remember, in my previous videos I have mentioned what is the use of tags, because they are very useful if you want to perform some particular tasks. So let's say I want to run my playbook with one particular tag. So this is my playbook. I'm saying with dash dash tags, I'm saying run this particular tag, add new group, comma, add new user. I want to add user only. I don't want to perform whole action. And I'm saying where it need to be run with -l, which is subset. Basically, I'm saying run on this particular server only. Let's see what happens. It will not get executed on all 4 target machines. It will get executed on one machine. Again, I'm saving time for you guys and for myself. Basically, this server is down. If you remember, earlier it gave error during communication, like this machine is down. Here it gave error. It can't communicate with this one. Let me pick this server. So same thing, I'm just changing my target machine here, and let's see what happens now. If you see, it is adding users and users added. So it performed only 2 tasks which were associated with this particular tag, these 2 tags. With tags you can control your playbook, like what tasks need to be executed. Now let's say you want to run your whole playbook task, but you want to skip only couple of tasks which got some particular tag. So here you can use dash dash skip dash tags, and you can say which tasks need to be skipped. So these were the all tags. So I'm saying skip all tasks except these particular two tasks, basically two tags, and run it on let's run it on same host. Okay, here it is giving error like playbook add new user. Why it is doing this? Because here is mistake. I have copied scare braces, so let me get rid of this one. Okay, again if you see it is giving error. Why it is giving error? Because that's something we're learning. Every day we learn something, so it need to be comma separated. There shouldn't be blank space. I hope and I believe so it should work now when I fix this one. So here I'm repeating what it will do. It will only run the tags which are not skipped. So we got two tags which are not skipped, which are basically here these two, yum install rpm and yum remove rpm. So these two will get executed. It is again giving error. That's something strange. Skip tags minus L, so looks good to me, but why it is giving error? It is error is the playbook could not be found, so something wrong. Let me see. Okay, so here let me quickly see. Or if you are in trouble, you can always refer man page, but maybe it is taking this into account. No. So friends, something really wrong, which I have to check in man page. That's good. We are facing issue. If you face issue, it's good always. You learn something. Okay, let me quickly try one thing. Then, if it not resolve the thing, then we will jump to man page of the service. Okay, so this was the issue. The tags need to be in commas. Basically, comma separated and in quotes. So that's a way. That's a right way. So that's good. We faced issue and we were able to fix. If you see, it is only running the task which is install or update the RPM, because that got yum tag. So all other tags will be skipped. In that way, you can easily skip the tasks which are associated with some particular tag. Next one is if you want to fork multiple threads, because default is 5. If you want to fork with multiple, on my setup I can't give you practical example because I got only 4 target machines. One of them is down, so I got only 3 target working machines. But with fork you can say dash dash fork, and you can say run with 20 parallel threads. It will still run, but it will be not actually beneficial in my case, because I got only 4 target clients. But in big setups you can use dash dash forks. It will execute all the tasks, so I'm pressing Ctrl C. I don't want, because the whole thing may take 3 to 4 minutes to finish. I'm pressing Ctrl C here. That's fine. Next thing, if you want to run a playbook on a host which is let's say not in your Ansible inventory, run a playbook on target host without inventory file. Let me show you Ansible inventory quickly. Okay, I got these are aliases. This is the actual host name. Let's say I want to run a playbook on a server with some particular IP. How I can do that? In that case, your same command ansible dash playbook, and your playbook which you want to get executed with dash I is inventory. I'm saying on this particular server and that playbook. Okay, and it need to be commas ending with comma. Press enter. So if you see, this time it will get executed. And I haven't defined basically inventory file. Without inventory file, I can work on this one. So if you see, it is working on this particular IP. It is doing the things. So that's something, friends, we can make or action on target machine without specifying those in inventory. Let's say you don't want to update your inventory file. That is some temporary thing. So you can go with this way. I'm repeating. It need to be end with comma. So that's something which I thought may be helpful. And let me show you from where I got this data. In man page, all the things are listed. If you see, I talked about dash dash check, so it is here. I talked about -f or forks, it is here. So all things are here which I discussed basically. Only thing, sometime we don't check man pages, but here I just thought to give you a quick demonstration how man pages are useful. And because all the options are listed in man pages, whenever you stuck somewhere, you don't know what are the options to use, whether the feature is enabled with that particular version of utility or command, you can always refer its man page. You will get all the information. As you can see, most of my stuff is from these man pages. So I hope this session will be useful for you. If you like this video, just hit the like button. If you got some queries or suggestions, just leave a comment on my YouTube channel. I will try to respond as soon as possible. Thanks for watching this video, friends. Thank you. Bye-bye.